Hi, welcome to GetDomainData.com. In this video, we are going to analyze domain marketplace namesilo sales report for December 2019 and pick at least 7 things that you need to know to succeed in domaining business come 2020 and beyond. Kindly click on the subscribe button now. Hi, welcome back. I am Oasun Akeys, founder of GetDomainData, and have about 7 years plus experience in SEO, which has helped me to integrate into domaining. So basically, GetDomainData focus on expired domains for SEO, and we have a daily post on that giving out about 25 domains, expired domains free, which you can get access to going to the link in the description, or just visit GetDomainData and click the blog section. 2019 had came and gone, and one of the most popular marketplace, online domain marketplace, is namesilo. So they have auction, they have buy now with like counter offer and things like that. So they officially release their marketplace sales report for December 2019. So I've taken the time to do some check beyond the data to be able to learn. Data are not just to show figures and celebrate it. No, it is for those that really know what data are. They are to set you for success or failure if ignored. So if you know how to analyze data very well in any niche you are, especially in domaining, you are bound to succeed, because you can learn from past success and past failure, both from those data. So I started a section we call domain education, which I plan to give out helpful guide like this on domaining. So if you are having interest in investing in domain business and some other things like that, these videos and content in this section will be of help, including how to use marketplaces and things like that. So in today's series, what I want to discuss is domain marketplace analysis, about 7 lessons from namesilo marketplace sales report December 2019. So it doesn't matter when you are watching this video, it could be years to come, maybe 5-10 years time in 2025, 2030. These lessons are still viable. They are meant for you to put into, especially if you are a newbie. So now in this analysis, let's check what we have in this early 2020. namesilo revealed the report officially via VisMe, a free presentation platform, as follows. We are also going to see what we learn from this together. So like I've said, so number 1 is, this is the namesilo report for average days to sell a domain. The above shows the average days to each domain to sell was about 3 months to 4 months after being listed on namesilo domains marketplace. So some may argue namesilo is just one marketplace, but it is the data you have that you can easily analyze. And if this is one of the most popular marketplace, domain marketplace in the world, then I believe their data are reliable enough to learn cogent lesson, especially for newbies that are contemplating or investing in domaining. So if you have seen this, number 1, to succeed in domaining business, you need patience. So as you can see, this take about 3 to 4 months on average, though some may sell less, but on average is about 3 to 4 months to sell domains after being listed. So if I know a lot of people out there, they are too much brainwashed about getting make money instantly. So you put in money now, and within a space of 24 hours, a week and things like that, then it will spine into profit. Yes, you might be lucky to buy some domains, and within a space of a week, 2 weeks, you are able to get sellers, buyers, but that is not how it works. So that I've had some people reaching out to me complaining over and over, what is the magic something for me to guide them to sell their domains. They have made a sale and it's like 2-3 months, 5 months, they are not making any other sale. That's how domain works. So you need to have that truth in your head. If you know the capital you have, you need it to translate into multiple profit within a very short time. Then domain investment is not for you. So don't be flushed up by those domain flippers, telling you they buy domain in the space of a week, they have flip it on Flippa or another domain platform, domain marketplace like sedo, like godaddy. The fact is that could happen, but the chances are very low. So always have that in mind before you go into domain investment. So even on this platform, I started GetDomainData in October, like 30th October 2019, and today is like about 11th January 2020. So which means that's about 3 months, just going to 3 months. Though I've sold over a dozen domains, but I'm already experienced in SEO, so I focus where my strength is. I've been in SEO for 7 years plus, so I know what works, and that's why I focus on domaining that have domain authority and things that people are already searching for. So I'm able to get clients, even some of my domain SEO existing clients are part of those that are acquiring the domain. So if you are starting up and you don't have all those things built up, you just want to shoot the moon, you have had somebody sold domain for $1 million, for $500,000, $10,000, and you feel you can just get domains for $10, and then bam, the next 1 week you have started making profit. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to keep that in mind. So number 2, average age of sold domain. The average sold domain was 4.8 years old since it was first registered. So oldest domain sold was about 22 years 8 months old. So the above shows that there are more crave for aged domains and expired domains than new domains, considering average sale age is at least 4 years old. So a new domain can't be 4 years old. So on average, most domain investors want to buy domains. One of it, like being experienced, if you get to this expired domain list, you'll be able to have access to domains, 8 domains of 2 years, 5 years, 15 years, 18 years and more that we sell through here for token. So if you understand, one of the reasons why people look for aged domain is that, one, some people believe that if it is a good domain, it shouldn't still be lying available. So for the fact that somebody had registered it before means it has a perceived value. So some people make decisions based on other people's decisions, which are even common in our society. So 2 is that for those that are SEO conscious, domain with age domain, for example, people have discovered, even personally based off, I've built a lot of niche sites. In fact, I have a current niche site of about 15 niches for sale if you have interest currently for your targeted audience, and I think I have it now selling also on Flippa. So if you have interest, you can get in touch with me. So people have interest in domains that have passed this probation age. If you register a new domain, for example, and you just want to put quality content, most times based on experience, this is not just what I read, building up more than 10 websites in the last decade that have been online, I've seen that usually those content will not rank well on search engines like Google until that site and the domain is at least about 6 months to 2 years. Ask those that have been in this, they will tell you, if you truly want to start seeing the reward of your SEO labor, of quality content, backlinks and things like that, you will have to wait for about 2 years. So that's why a lot of people prefer to buy aged domain, because all the SEO, everything you are doing is built on the domain, not just the content. So if you are buying domains that's already at least 2 years old, you have skipped that probation and you can kickstart your domain. I did an experiment with that, and with a domain of about 10 or 15 years old and around day 33, I was able to rank for about 25 keywords on Google within 24 hours of that website. That can never happen with a new domain, no matter how quality your content. So if you can limit your domain portfolio with less handreg and more acquisition of age expired domains, you will stand better chances of selling long term. Handreg domains are not bad. I'm a kind of all into domaining, so I believe everybody should be free to experiment or go on some test. So I'm not a no about handreg if you find something beautiful, but the reality and the truth remains that most times before you will see a good handreg domain, you will have to dig too deep, that if you don't know what you are doing, you will just register a bunch of useless domains. So, but one of the best way to get short of that is to get aged domain. You can get on this blog section, you will have access to daily expired domains. We post it on daily basis. You can just check here, expired domains for SEO list, or this for SEO. I post there about 25 free on daily basis. So you can pick research on that, and anyone that fits your portfolio you can acquire. You have better chances of selling those than handreg them. So as you can see based on this report, these are live reports. So from one of the most respected domain marketplace in the world, namesilo, and I think is about the second fastest growing domain registration platform in the world. So whatever comes from this platform is worth not taking serious and not taking with pinch of salt. So these things are not just what I'm coming up with, because some people like, how many years have you spent in domaining to warrant giving advice like this? Well, that's your own choice. You can just close down the video and go elsewhere. But for those that are just getting started, or those that are already there and believe that knowledge doesn't end somewhere, so I'm already into this online SEO, domaining and things like that for as long as a decade, because there's no how you are into web design, you are into SEO, you won't work with domaining. So, and coming using live data from platform like this, I think if you are ready to learn, you should just learn. So that's lesson 2. Please, and if you have interest, you can check our expired domain list. We have 8 domains you can acquire. We even order them based on niche, education niche, food, health and pet and some things like that, or check them based on domain authority. So the next one is 79% of domains sold were .com. So the above screenshot is a proof that .com domain extension is still taking the lead in the domain marketplace with almost 80%. The overall, the last time I was checking, maybe like less than a month ago, I was checking the overall domain share, and I discovered that .com still hold about 55% of the whole domain extension, and currently we have almost 200 domain extension, including .com, .net, .org, .ng, .us, .co, .uk, .biz, .info, a lot of almost each country of the world now have their own country level domains. So you can imagine, out of all those domains, about 500 million of them already online, this .com extension still carries at least 55% largest share. So this is also proof now that based on the domain sold in December in namesilo marketplace, they had nothing less than 79, that's let's say 80%. So you know what it is. So even if we have a guess that throughout that month they sold just 1,000 domains. So that is telling you that at least 800 of that domains are on .com extension. You can imagine. So that means if you are planning to start into domain investing or domain flipping, ensure you put most of your domain portfolio on .com. So stick to .com or make it dominate largest portion of your domain portfolio. You will hardly make a loss if they are good names, even if you don't sell short term. Long term could still bring a smile if in .com extension. So at the same time, like I said, I'm not a one-way domainer that always say no, .com is all, every other one is bullshit, is a lie. There are some people holding .com that are finding it hard to sell, while some people are easily, banking 3-figure, 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure with other extension. So it has to do with do your homework well and be ready to bear the risk of whatever decision you are taking. So this video is not a investment advice, not an investment advice. So do your own research. I have done my own research. That's why I'm focusing on domain for SEO. So find your own niche, focus there, but in all your acquiring, you will do better. Currently now, we have about almost 60 domains on GetDomainData within the last 2.5 months that I started. I've acquired and sold almost like 15 and more of them already. So, but out of that, about 50 to 80% of them are .com. So I'm assured that even if I'm not selling some of them as long as a year time, I can still have a market for them because they are .com. So .com is perceived the authority, at least as of now and in years to come. So top buying country. So that's the lesson. I think that's lesson 3. Am I right? Yeah, this lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. So lesson 4, top buying countries. So I can't just but keep staring at this figure. Do you know why? I've been doing a lot of researches using other domain marketplace as well, and some other data I could gather. I've seen that so far United States still carry, even if you put together the overall sales, including China, including all those things of domain for the last 5 years. This is 2020, or you might be watching this video in 2021 or 2025 or even 2030. By God's grace, you will discover that United States as a country share at least 25 to 50% of the overall sales. So there is just enough money in that economy. I'm telling you, a lot of countries might be competing with them politically. I'm not into that, but when it comes to money in circulation, as in the money is just there. So that's why if you are trying to buy domains to sell and to make profit, we'll still get to that. Make sure you don't toy with things like this. It matters a lot. So let's see the lesson we have. You can see it here. Out of the domain sold, even if it is 100, that means 71 of that, or if it is 1,000, because they didn't release the exact number, but let's put it between minimum of 100 domains and let's say 1,000 domains. So you are either looking at 71 out of 100 or 7,100 out of 1,000 domains are bought by people in United States. So you can imagine that. Even if you add the total of every other country, they are nowhere near. That's just about 29%. So this is a large market share. So which means when you are going into domain, especially as a starter or newbie, or just you've failed in the past, this might be data you have ignored that you need to start considering. So top countries: United States 71%, Canada, Netherlands, Great Britain, United Arab Emirates, which contain likes of Abu Dhabi, I think that's the capital, and Dubai, and some like 7 states like that. Belarus, Germany, Greece, China, French, Ghana, and others. So you can imagine this. So that means you can't joke with this country. So I'm not saying you can, if your country is doing fine and get their extension, good. So let's see the lesson. Before buy extensions outside.com, .net or info, see if your country invest in domains and take advantage of it. But if they don't, stick to the international market. So you can see another advantage of .com is that you can easily sell to any country. So for example, it will be difficult to sell .ng, which is a country level domain of Nigeria, to somebody in US, except they have an international business planning to expand to Nigeria. So, but if I have the .com, then I can easily sell it to any country of choice. So try to put that in mind. So market, also register more of English domains than the others, because most buyers are from English speaking or like English word pronounceable domains. Let me tell you the fact, based on experience, even China countries, businesses that are trying to expand beyond China are preferring to, switch their domain for English and short domains. So you will not have a loss acquiring more of your domain portfolio in an English pronounceable word. It could be a single word, it could be a combination of 2 or 3 words, but it should be pronounceable in English. You will find it much easier to sell. Though I'm not discouraging you, my readers and clients of GetDomainData from different countries, you can study your country, but let your larger portion of your bag carry .com and be in English. With that, you won't run at loss. If you are not able to sell in your country, you are able to get international audience, especially in US, to buy. So that's another thing to watch. Then this to the 5th one, character in domain. You see that this data worth the analysis. That's why I'm taking the time. So I've said it. If you feel, oh, this guy is not 20 years experience in domain, it doesn't work, that's your own headache. I don't beg people. People that have met me on platform like namesilo and Codnos, where I stand for where I am. I don't beg to be recognized. I'm a Nigerian. I'm proud to have that. What I have, there are a lot of people in America and UK that don't have that. I have my fact. People from that country reaching out to me to help on domaining, on SEO. So it's not about country, it's about what you carry. So don't let anybody belittle you. Your country, in fact, I used to say it, that where you are born, you are just born there. So if I have been born in any other country, that's who I will be. So I'm proud to be born in my country. So if you are buying a short domain, so you are better listing and learn some things from this data analysis. And I believe I will be giving more time, because doing this analysis, researching this content are very time consuming and resource consuming. So, but I will continue to do my best and also look at some feedback, some other places, other aspects you want me to check out and analyze on. You can send it. This is what I do 247. I don't take a day job for the past almost 5-7 years back now. So being online 24/7. So when I'm researching, I'm giving my all in. So you can see character in domain sold. 8 character domain names saw the highest volume of sales out of all lengths. So that tells you the shorter the better. But at the same time, the fact this still remains that the shorter the costlier to acquire. That's the truth. Based on my experience, that is the truth. The shorter, the costlier it is to acquire. So as a starter, you might not have that big budget to start acquiring domain for 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, especially if you are from a country like myself. So by the time you convert that dollar to your country, you might not even have the capital. So that does not still stop you. You can go for a word, 2 word, even up to 8 letters. Personally, I go for 15 below, and at times I include up to 18, and you can see it that from this sales report it's still good. At least this is 18 still with 2%, and 17 taking as much as almost 5%. So, and you can see 16. So most people of the buyers are able to afford this 18 and below than even 4-5 domains, character domains, because the more shorter it is, the costlier it is. So even most people want it, but they won't be able to afford it. So you also don't want to acquire domains that you don't have much capital, you force yourself, and then it takes longer again to find buyer that will afford it. So you have to balance things up. If you are a starter, starting with domains of 5, 6, 8, 12, 15 and 18 letter maximum is also of essence. The shorter the domain, the better. Nothing much to say on this. Keep it 15, between 4 character to 15, and max of 18. That's it. Maximum of 18, especially when you are looking at niche based domain. Like I have a domain currently for sale, about 11 or 12, tophealthway.com. So you can get in touch if you have interest in it, or check the expired domain and health niche. So, and some other one like CodeSoft. So all those things.com are also a good expired domain with about DA31 and still getting traffic, about I think almost 500 plus pages still indexed on Google. So you can get in touch, use the expired domain list or contact or live chat. So that's like the 5th lesson. If you like this video and want me to do more of videos like this, please kindly click on the like, share and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget, on daily basis I release daily about 25 free expired domain for SEO that you can grab and add to your portfolio for just $10 or less from our domain recommended domain host. And if you like to partner with this platform as a domain host or have your advert on some of our content and videos, kindly check the sponsorship link below or send your offer through the contact page. So the next one, I think lesson 6, is about type of the mode of selling. We have learned a lot about the type of domain, the extension, the length of the character, the countries that will likely sell. So now we want to talk about what type of mode of selling. In domaining we have different mode: auction, buy now, counter offer and things like that. So I can say counter offer is like buy now, just different in that you put a price or you send offer, or you say buy it at this price or send an offer, then you counter and the person can buy now. But auction, you can see it, auction carry less. Why? Personally, I am not a fan of auction. So if listing on domain marketplace, choose what's already working or choose what's already working instead of trial and error. Buy now, counter offer platform performs better than auction. I personally don't like auction because you have less than 5% chances that you will win. So for the fact that you like the domain doesn't mean it's yours, even when you have the money. So, and when you do win, your competitors might have pushed you to pay more than the domain worth, because it's auction. You say, okay, this domain worth $10 to me. Somebody will come and put 15. You put 30, another person put 50. You put 100, another person put 150. You put 200, another person put 250. Normally the domain worth for you should not be more than $500. But here you are putting $500, somebody else put $750. So if you are still new to buy it, it tells you you have already bought about $250 above your budget, which could affect your sale, because I want to believe before you put a budget, you are sure you are able to sell that domain at least 50% profit on it, and you're already buying at 50% higher than your budget. So which means you have to sell at least $10,000 to make your profit. So which may make it harder, depending on your research, for you to see easy buyer to acquire it at $10 above 1,000 and things like that. So, or depending on the price. So that's why I don't naturally like auction, and our domains on GetDomainData are not auctions. So any domain you see you have interest, to pick it instantly and get it within 24 hours or max of 72 hours. So it's first come first serve. So naturally I don't like it, but it doesn't mean you can't still participate. So because it's one of the popular means of domain selling, so you have to consider when you want to sell your domains which method. So you can see method that perform well over auction. So some people on seeing the auction, they just move away. They already assume they can win, because most have experience in every 10 they hardly win one, so they don't want to bother themselves. So you can just turn potential buyers away. So lesson 7 is the highest sale for that month of December was almost $16,000. So interesting highest sale in December 2019 on nameSilo, still high. So I've told you, whenever you are watching, you might be watching this in 2021, 2022, 2025, 2030. The date should be your concern. What should be your concern is what the data is talking about. So which means at times you can give yourself a try to shoot to the moon. So if you have a good domain, don't forget the most sold was around 8 extension, 8 character, and even 11 character, 13 character, 14 character still sold up to almost 10%. So which means you can always shoot for the moon at times your domain, and if it doesn't work, you are cool, you still get lower prices. So but for the good domains, don't shoot for the moon. That means trying to ask for high price on shitty domains. So you will just be scaring your buyers. So I think those are the 7 lessons I've been able to pick out. So this is not just about reports. In this platform, I try to give more helpful beyond just giving news. So this an analysis, and if you think it's worth the time, because as I'm seeing the recording timing seems I spent almost half an hour. That's interesting. So you can check through the link to read and share this data analysis, and let me know if you like more. Click on the subscribe button, comment, share, view the link, and be part of GetDomainData. Don't forget, you can always pick aged expired domains from our domain store, and these are not auctions. These are domains you can acquire instantly. You can see them, which you can pick for just cheap prices. So you can see them ranging from, you can check by domain authority or niches: brandable, business, education, entertainment, food, health niche domain, pets domains, self-help niche. I think this self-help currently, as I'm recording, I have a good domain you can grab if you have interest in, it's like a motivation and things like that. Quote, this is it, quote solve correctly at a GA31. I'm going for this very cheap price. The SEO value, we give our pricing you see here based on the SEO value. So to get to this level, buy a new domain, build it to about 30 plus domain will have cost you about $12,000 plus in terms of sponsorship, backlinks, and a lot of things. So you are getting this for just $150 for now. So grab it, and it's still available. You can buy with PayPal, with cryptocurrency, or with direct card. So that's how this works. You can just grab it now. So check the additional information. We showed the domain authority, page authority, spam score. We have checked The age you can see is about 15 years old. The backlink profile, over 100 unique domain backlinks. The trademark is trademark free. These are part of what we check for you, that you can't find the most other expired domain platform. We check, is it Google banned? So which means if is it Google banned? There are a lot of expired domains. The previous user have done things that made them banned. So this is not. We have, is it AdSense banned? So if you plan to set it up and use AdSense, you are good to go. In fact, there are a lot of over about 500 of the content about quotes and things like that. You can use it for almost any other purpose. But if you also plan to build motivation, self-help, then this is a domain you can create some of those content already ranking, and boom, your traffic is flowing. So all these are other details. So if you have interest, just pick it now before it is sold out or price increase. So that's it. You can always browse through and let me know the feedback, the 7 important things from this analysis, ranging from the domain age, the days it takes, domain age, the extension, hot extension, highest buying countries for domain, the character, the selling type, and how to shoot for the moon once a while. So that's it. I remain Oasun Akeys. That's a short coined from my Nigerian name Olasunkanmi Fakeye, the founder of GetDomainData. So hopefully, I think, I need to just relax a bit. I still need to do video for today's daily expired domains. So thanks so much. See you in another video. Till then, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, share the video, like, and if you like to partner with me on this platform to show your ad on our videos, on our content, kindly reach out to us. We are expecting you. Thank you so much, and peace.